Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to the Cordial Media YouTube channel. My name is Adrienne and I run the Pinterest marketing agency Cordial Media, where we offer do-it-for-you services when it comes to Pinterest marketing. In today's video, we are diving in deep with all things Pinterest best practices when it comes to your creatives for your campaigns. Now, when you're running Pinterest ads or promoted pins, it's really important that you have the creative really down right so you can ensure that you are maximizing your chances of getting clicks to your site, sales, and add to carts. Before we dive into the elements that really do help increase those clicks and those sales, I please would ask you to subscribe, like, and comment below a question that you may have regarding promoted pins. I'd be more than happy to help answer anything that you may be wondering about. Without further ado, let's jump into what makes or breaks a Pinterest creative. So when you're running promoted pins, usually you're looking for, like I said, either signups, traffic, add to carts, or checkouts. So there are some really key elements here that you need to add on every single pin creative that you design in order to help increase the chances of getting one of those conversions. So the first thing that you want to add is your branding. So you either want to add your logo or your website on your actual graphic, because it can really help identify the brand that you are. So if, let's say, somebody saw your brand on another social media platform and then they come to Pinterest and they see your brand again, it helps encourage that click and that interest too. Plus, it helps you stay top of mind for people who have seen your brand in the past. And then for people who have never seen your brand before, well, it helps them identify your brand much more easily going forward if you have your logo or your website link right on your Pinterest creative for your campaign. Next, your creative should also have a call to action. And the reason why it should have a call to action is because you want somebody to take an action, especially if you're putting money behind a pin. It should absolutely have a call to action. So if you're selling something as simple as shop now, see more, visit to learn, sign up to find out, download our free guide. You can obviously find calls to actions that are a lot more interesting than that, but at the end of the day, adding a call to action is very important on your graphics and is part of the Pinterest best practices when it comes to running promoted pin creatives. Comment below if you knew that you needed a call to action on your graphics, or if it's the first time that somebody gives you this tip. The next really important element of a Pinterest creative is that it should be 2 to 3. Pinterest recommends you use 1000 by 1500 pixels when you design your pin creatives, because that is the optimal format for any pin on this platform. It's really easily customizable within Canva. I personally use Canva, but I'm sure you can do the same on Photoshop if that's what you use instead. Now, if you're wondering how to design pin creatives that are really beautiful and have all the Pinterest best practices requirements on them, you can actually download my pin templates in the description box below. They were personally designed by my graphic designer on my team for my subscribers to ensure that they are absolutely getting an amazing looking pin graphic that's customizable and that hits all of the Pinterest best practices requirements for creatives. So you can download those in the description box below. They are great for promoted pins and for standard regular pins. They are also amazing to be customized if you are going to create a video pin too, a video pin graphic. Okay, so once you've got your branding, your call to action, and you designed your pin dimensions properly, the next thing that you want to add is your text overlay, your headline. So your headline should be enticing. It should represent exactly what your product is about or what you're selling or promoting, but it should also not take up the entirety of the pin graphic. Be mindful that it takes up only about 25% of your pin graphic, so it's noticeable enough to be read, but it's not overwhelming. Something else to keep in mind here with the Pinterest best practices is that Pinterest recommends that the headline be under 100 characters. So that's something to keep in mind as well. The next element of an amazing pin graphic is that it has high resolution images or videos. So the images and the videos are super crisp and clear. They are beautiful to look at. They are inspiring and they make a user want to click and find out more. That's really important here, is that the base image you're using is really, really beautiful, and it's going to inspire a user to want to either save your pin or visit your website to shop the products. Now that pretty much covers all of the Pinterest best practices when it comes to creative. Again, these best practices are applicable for promoted pins, standard pins, image pins, graphic pins, and video pins, video graphic pins, you name it. These elements, these 5 elements should be on every single one of your graphics, especially if you are going to promote them. If you need help designing pin graphics or just need advice on your promoted pins, book a meeting with me. You can check out the link in the description box below. It's completely free and we can chat about your Pinterest account to see whether or not you and I are a good fit to work together. On that note, I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day and I will see you in the next video. Bye.